Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about my first of two games here tonight. I'm here to talk about unranked Alabama at home upsetting number 8 Auburn, 79-75 reaction. Really good SEC matchup, really good SEC battle here tonight. And this was really Auburn's first true test this year, honestly, against the Alabama team on the road. It's just Auburn couldn't make their threes tonight. Simple as that, and Alabama kind of cooled off. They were like 11 of 25 at one point, but Auburn missed like 6 of their last 7 in the second half. They turned the ball over quite a lot in the first few minutes. That's kind of a bit of a concern for Auburn, turning the basketball over quite a lot. They had like 7 in the first half. They did a good job not turning the basketball over in the second half. They forced a lot of Alabama turnovers, I think 7 or 8. But the game really came down to the final minute. Or final like 30-something seconds. Or maybe final like 10 seconds. There was a controversial call where Auburn got fouled on a 3 where, in my opinion, it was an offensive foul. It's a kick out. You can't kick your leg out with college rules. Just in basketball in general, you can't do that. But for some reason, that was called on Alabama. I don't get how there was a defensive foul. But, whatever. He makes the first free throw. Makes the first free throw. Makes the second one, and then misses the third. A 90% free throw shooter. Just the basketball gods weren't in Auburn's favor tonight. It was really a tale of two halves in this basketball game. I thought Alabama obviously went on a big run in the first half, dominated, had a 14-point lead, up 44-30 at halftime, forcing quite a lot of turnovers, making threes. The green light was on for Alabama, making a lot of threes, forcing turnovers, getting out in transition. I thought the defense played pretty well in the first half. Really the only player that could really get going for Auburn was Johnny Broome. 25 points, 14 rebounds. What a game from Johnny Broome. Even made a 3 in the dark. Alabama had all kinds of 3-pointers and snapped Auburn's 11-game winning streak in Tuscaloosa. They hit 11 threes, and Mark Sears scored 22. He made some nice baskets at the rim as well, getting past Johnny Broome. Even when he missed, Grant Nelson cleaned one up for a big slam dunk. And 79-75 is your final score, and the streak is over. And Alabama has a marquee win to pair with its fantastic computer numbers. They have some good numbers with the metrics. Really, really fun second half. Grant Nelson was clutch late, had a big dunk, made 2 free throws. And Mark Sears with 22 points and 8 assists. So that was a really impressive win for Alabama at home. I think they were in favor in this game. But Johnny Broome even fouled out in this game at the end. His annual foul out. He fouled out, but he had a monster of a game. He was the only reason Auburn was in this game. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 5 blocks. Johnny Broome had a hell of a freaking game, man. You gotta give credit. He was the only reason they were in this game. He was having a great game, and Auburn, they just really didn't give him the ball anywhere near as much as they should.
You also share a bedtime with your kid.
But nobody else really. I mean, you had a few other players score, because they have a lot of players that average double digits. Donaldson, 8 points, 3 assists, had a nice bank-in 3. Denver Jones, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Katie Johnson, 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Chad Baker, 11 points. I thought Chad Baker had a good game with 11 points. But Holloway, only 2 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Jalen Williams, 7 points, 11 rebounds. He didn't play well in the first half. In the second half, he did. I thought he'd take the rim a lot better. Had a 3 at the end that didn't count, which is a bad beat. It's probably be on Scott Van Pelt's bad beats. Chris Moore, only 3 points. They have balanced scoring. It's just nights like this on the road, when your threes aren't falling, you need better guard play, and they just didn't have it tonight. With Donaldson only 8 points, Katie Johnson 8 points. I mean, off the bench it's good with 8 points. But Holloway didn't do enough. Just nobody besides Johnny Broome and Chad Baker really stepped up. Nobody else really stepped up for Auburn. I mean, Katie Johnson was 3 of 7, but he was 0 4 from 3. Williams was 3 of 9. Mercer is 3 of 8. Jones 3 of 8. There's just not many people shot well, it felt like, for Auburn. That's all Johnny Broom. And Alabama, they're kind of a pathetic loss because you gotta quit chucking threes. You can play inside. No adjustment to other than Broom. Force fouls. Just force fouls at the rim. Just force some fouls at the rim. You don't need to keep chucking threes when they're not going in. Especially when you miss like 6 of your last 7 at the end of the game and 5 for 25 the whole game, 20%. What was that? Kind of a low shooting game, percentage shooting game for both teams. 41.8% for Auburn, 38.2% for Alabama, but 11 of 30 from 3 was the difference. And the missed free throw, the third missed free throw there at the end. So those 2 free throws were pretty big from Grant Nelson. Because if he makes only one of those, we could have had a 76-76 game, but instead it was 77-76, and it at least for him he missed that second free throw. The turnovers were a bit of a problem for Alabama in the second half. Their shooting from 3 kind of cooled off. They made some threes when they needed to, made their clutch free throws, and got a clutch dunk from Grant Nelson there at the end, and free throws. And then Auburn kind of choked with Mazzara, missing that free throw. Carwell 2 points, 3 rebounds. I mean, they got a deep team. It's just Johnny Broom really carried them tonight. Nobody else really helped. But they dropped to 16-3, and that's now Kentucky and Auburn, two top 10 teams that have lost this week. And it's only Wednesday. Alabama improves to 13-6. Really good win for the Tide. Gotta give credit to them. They made their clutch free throws down the stretch. So that's a big win. Big win. Proud of the dude's hustle from Grant Nelson. He put in that work tonight. So let's go over Alabama's stats and win this video. Sears 22 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Grant Nelson 14 points, 11 rebounds. He had a double-double. Wrightsell Jr., Latrell Wrightsell Jr., 14 points, 9 rebounds. He had a few threes. Ryland Griffin, 17 points, 7 rebounds. I thought he had a good game. Had 4 or 5 threes. Stevenson, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Wagoo, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Estrada, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. They got a good team. Alabama just need to put it together. If they can nail their threes consistently and stop turning the basketball over, then they can win games. I thought their defense played pretty well outside of Johnny Broom. They couldn't contain him outside of that. I thought their defense played great. So huge win for Alabama here at home to help their resume. Auburn's winning streak snapped. Their first real competition, they lost here. We'll see if they can bounce back here going forward. Their next test is Mississippi State. So, yeah, that's what I have to say here. So, until next time, I'm out. Peace.